Hey guys, I'm playing around with my NodeMCU day 2, and I discovered the WLED application to load onto my NodeMCU, and it is much better prepared to control mostly string lights. So I've got these string lights here that I'm going to use. These will be lights for the house, but right now I'm telling it I've got string lights and I'm going to the matrix, because that way I can have 256 lights, and the way this works is they're strung in a line this way, then they go up, then they come back, then they go up, then they go back until they get to 256. So that's my string light. That way I can see a bigger pattern all at once. The one thing this doesn't do is it doesn't know about matrix displays, but it is customizable and it's got a REST API, so I can develop my own pictures and stuff to display on a matrix, and it would do it. But in the meantime, you use WLED's application, or it's got its own web interface. It also interfaces with a bunch of other protocols for custom lighting. So if you've got one of those custom lighting control software for your PC, this thing will act as a node on that network and let you control your LEDs. So pretty cool. All I did was flash it, replace my other test that you saw earlier with this test, and I'm up and running. So I've connected to it over the network with my iPad, and I can turn it on. There it goes. That was the last effect I chose, this little chase effect. Kind of neat. It currently runs my LEDs at a limited brightness so that I don't send it too bright and draw too much current, which is actually kind of nice because it does not glitch. I went through every mode this thing had and I couldn't get it to stall or glitch. When you ramp the power up, if you don't have a cleaning capacitor on the power line, your data pin will fluctuate and your effects will get lost. So I just have a straight up converter to go from 3 volts to 5 volts right to the data pin, and I'm off and running. But then if you look at this here, I can press in solid modes. So actually hit one. There it goes. Oh, look, I changed the color of the effect that's going on. I need to come down here to effect and say I would like solid. There, now they're solid. And I can go back to the, you know what? Why don't we do this? Let's set this down over here so you can kind of see what I'm doing and the LEDs. So now I can press anywhere on the color wheel and get that color. And it does a nice smooth transition. It doesn't try to flip them instantly, but it can, as you saw, some of these patterns. So if you go to the effects, if I press the effects here, you've got this list, and this list goes on and on and on with some of these pre-programmed stuff. Like here's rainbow. Let's see what rainbow looks like. Oh, look. I've got a rainbow. So if you picture these going across one of these LED strips across the ring of your house, that's going to be pretty cool. And all I had to do was flash a bin file. I didn't even have to download the code. I could just grab the bin file directly and use the ESP 8266 flasher and just flash it right to it. So barely any knowledge at all to get this set up. Just like the video says, I think it's Dr. ZZZ. He's got the sample videos from WLED. If you go there and look at their GitHub, it'll explain to go to his website for the first tutorial. His tutorial is all you need. Now the benefit with this is Home Assistant also knows how to control WLED, so I can add it to my Home Assistant and have the lights. I'm going to get the lights set up so that I can install them 24/7, 365, and be able to pick which holiday I'm celebrating and change the lighting to match. I have a little green on St. Patrick's Day, or perhaps a little, I don't know, a little more blue ice during the winter, you know, little reds for Valentine's Day and whatnot. So yeah, get it all done up once and be able to control my house however I want. Anyway, this is a really quick, fun project. I'd highly recommend going to the WLED.me website. That'll redirect you to the GitHub of the guy who wrote the package. And from there, in the README file, there will be a list of videos to watch for YouTube, and that'll take care of everything you need to know about how to get one of these set up. Like I said, you can control it right from your phone app or right from its web page. You don't even need to do Home Assistant or anything like that. Well, a hell of a lot of fun, man.